I had something of a pain.
This would sharpen you up and make you ready for a bit of the old ultra-violence.
You said you were a nice guy, all proper and polite, but then you made your move on me in the middle of the night. You caught me by surprise with your sudden advance. Didn't expect you to take such a naughty stance. For you came in my ass without any warning, slipped in my back door first thing in the morning. You came in my ass, gave me such a fright. You know you hold that way, but you hit that shit just right.
Fucking start this already? Take
Hey,
two.
hey, it's gonna kind of look like we've already drank some of the beer.
Take two.
Yeah, okay. Sour Gummy. A GOSE ale with passion fruit, orange, and guava from Half Brothers Brewing. Weighs in at 4.5%.
Where the fuck are they at? Oh, Grand Forks, North Dakota.
North Dakota. That's where Drecker's in North Dakota.
Oh, yeah?
Miles wanted to go take the bikes. And I was like,
You know,
gotta plot this shit out on a map.
does he know how far it is across Highway 2 from Duluth to fucking Grand Forks?
I don't know. See, I think she'd be a lot of fun. There's some pictures of her where I honestly think she's a 10. There's some pictures of her that she might be an 8, but she's a beer girl. She likes big cans. So do I.
Mm-hmm.
You fake news.
And I had to do some moving of files, and it dawned on me that we might be playing Brew Girl Minefield. Yeah, he might have to do that. You know, the problem is I can't like go over here and hover to find out what file number that is. If I turn the slideshow off, I just turn the slideshow off. There's no reference to what was played last.
Just have to go through them
yeah.
one by one.
There's 14,000 now after adding the rest of the files
Just have to
in.
go through one by one. It's gonna be a long process. A lot of paper towels.
It's like, Jolson, we're going to be here a while. First in was Ludwig saying he's questioning if he was... Let's see, there she is again. Questioning if he was first. And yes, you were. There was no review yesterday. It was David's birthday. By the time I got home, I could have done a brew review, but I went into... here's the funny thing. I went into what am I forgetting? What was the thing I was gonna bring down next time I was down here? And the only thing that ended up in the car was my clothes and me. I didn't bring... Oh, I brought a compass. That thing.
Oh.
When I drywalled the ceiling.
Oh.
I measure to where the center of your light is, and then I take and set my thing to 2 and a smidge of inches, and that makes a 4 and a smidge hole. Ooh.
Yeah, I have a compass in the one drawer.
I thought that was bad for a second there. I realized it's just good.
Yeah, I have a compass in the
I think
toolbox.
I think I saw it, but I saw mine.
I also have a hole saw.
4-inch hole saw.
Yeah, it's in the drawer with the drill and drill bits.
I thought about bringing my bits, because when you're a sprinkler fitter and you have to like do weldlets.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, if I have a 6-inch piece of pipe and you have a 4-inch line that you want to go off of it, drill a 4-inch hole, and then you have this looks like a big metal bra,
like a flange or whatever.
and it goes over. It's got a rubber gasket on the side that meets up, and it's just a U bracket. Tighten it up, and yeah, you're probably gonna see a lot of new girls because the folder went from 8,000 to 14,000. It's like my computer will breathe if I took all the girls off of this computer, the computer wouldn't know what to do with all the extra space.
But at least now they have their brew girls.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably work on framing things up a little bit better, but...
And this is the OnePlus 9 Pro. This is a camera that is in perfect condition, but for some reason the GPS doesn't work right.
Listen, you fake news. You fake news.
Meanwhile, my 10, of course, these have probably gotten cheap because I notice now that OnePlus is on to the 12 series. But the thing that sucks is they basically stopped all upgrades to that. This every time there's a new operating system for everybody, this phone gets it. Probably won't be for long, but that doesn't. That's been left in the dust. But we'll see. Well, of course, you have to go over, what is it, like 47 minutes until it writes another file to see if the
audio gets out of sync.
And being that he worked late.
Yeah, I put in 14 and a quarter hours today on top of a 45-minute commute there and a 45-minute commute back. Hour and a half of commuting total.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Then again, I commuted 2.5 hours to get to work this morning.
Yeah, but you're going to do it like once a week.
Jolson didn't get to work and be able to start drinking.
Yeah, that's one pro here. No one's going to give a shit if you're drinking on the job as long as you don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck shit up.
As long as you're responsible with it.
You know, I thought about it, but I really didn't want to start up something I've never done. Unless I'm working on shit for my own self around the house, I've always made it a habit of, wowzers. Second comment, I'll take a man says I'm early.
Look, going for
her. She must have some
Tomb Raider.
Pretty small.
There's some Photoshop.
Multi-Gun Man says, I'm here early. Beat that. Cheapo Gun Guy says to him, careful how you say that. Matt's in the house. It could get ugly. Mr. 27 says, actually, in case you're wondering where these comments are coming from, the last time we were here was on Sunday, so this is on the backup channel.
What about the backup to the backup channel?
I haven't been privy to links to that yet, but it exists. I've been told.
Well, I heard once upon a time there was going to be like a link in the description, but I never found it.
Yeah, I haven't yet either.
Well, that makes two of us.
Still sub comments. Mr. 27 says, I'm naked holding a 357. Now, Multi-Gun Man says back to him, naked with a 357? If you've got whiskey too, then I love you full homo. Wait, what? And then he responds to Cheapo Gun Guy. Butts to the wall, gentlemen. Matt's in the house and he's feeling frisky.
So we'll have to make a trip out to the farm at some point in time. Put some lead down range.
Yeah, I'm actually now that you mention it, there was one thing I wanted to bring the KS-47.
Tell you that breaking in that fucking new barrel was lots of fun.
You know, here's the thing. When I got my JP, and I spent $10,000 on a rifle with a scope. I don't remember if it was JP's recommendation. It might have been.
Because this new barrel came with, this is the break-in procedure, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, well, fuck it. Let's follow it since I'm sitting here waiting to sign for a package.
Yeah, I shot it once, cleaned it, shot it like 2 times and cleaned it, shot it like 3 times and cleaned it. I think once you got to 5, you skipped to 10 shots and then cleaned it.
See, this was shoot once, clean it, shoot once, clean it, shoot once, clean it, 25 times in a row, and then shoot 3 times, clean it, shoot 3 times, clean it, shoot 3 times, clean it, then shoot 5 times, clean
Did
it.
you have to shoot it 3 times, 25 times?
No, that was just for 9 shots. And then it went to doing 5 shots, clean it, and did 2 cycles of that, and then supposedly done. And I cleaned it, but I never cleaned it, because I've switched to cleaning with the Otis ripcords. So, getting away from using any brushes on my stuff.
I absolutely love. I don't have the Otis. I don't remember what brand it is, but it almost looks like a dog leash, and it's got the bristles incorporated into it.
One of the boar snakes.
And I have.
And see, that's what I'm trying to get away from, is anything that uses any
metal,
any bristles whatsoever, because a lot of the guys that are doing the long range precision shooting and even shooting competitions, they're saying that they don't ever use brushes, any kind of bristles on any of their guns ever, that they just run a ripcord through, which removes all the fouling, or not the fouling, it removes all the carbon and crap from the barrel, but doesn't remove the fouling, so you don't have to take those fouling shots at the beginning. How all these guys, they always, for years, they would go and do 10 fouling shots. Well, all that is filling in the imperfections of the barrel once again in order to get the maximum accuracy. Well, if you never run a brush down your barrel, is what they're saying, that you never remove those copper and lead deposits that make the barrel as accurate as it possibly can be, and you're only just removing the dirt and the carbon from the barrel.
See, here's what the problem is. You could watch 10 videos, and 10 different people would tell you the best way to do it, and the way you just learned, they would not recommend that. I mean, all I know is with the JP, is I followed what JP had shipped with the gun.
Yeah.
And,
but that's one of the things that I've noticed, lately, that's what all the long-range shooters have been saying that they've been doing, is just...
So what is it, basically like that snake?
It's like a snake without the bristles. So it's just this really fat rope that you just spray cleaner on it and pull it down the barrel.
I guess I wouldn't have a problem with that. But then again,
I mean, when you still look down the barrel, it still looks clean. So I've been down the barrel with that camera, and I didn't see, even on a rifle that's been abused, like that one that I said, tell Mikey to try to wreck it, and then Mikey's tried to take it on as a personal challenge, but then even he chumps out. It's like, oh, it's too hot to touch. We need to set this in the shade for a little while. So it's like, okay, you're still respecting the gun, but you haven't gone full retard.
Yeah, we haven't gone full retard with it. I mean, I remember the very first time that challenge came out, and we went out, it was a normal looking barrel, and now it is this. I think it's actually pretty for a rifle barrel, or maybe the word I need to use is unique. It has this greenish brown tinge to it, like the whole thing. Like, it got so hot that it changed colors, and I don't have any other one that looks that way. But you know,
No.
I don't know how accurate it was from the get-go, let alone if we went and Jesus Christ, how'd that get in the rotation? Looks like fucking Matt in a dress. Rich Huff says, cheers all, and go fuck yourself, Jolson. I might have added that part. Salty says, never tell me that the naked odds. Melted Gunman says 3-1. Mr. 27 says 3 out of 5 naked days. And Din says, may the naked be with you. That's what I'm trying to... Whoa, wait. 2AHD Cat says, hey, Squiggles. I may have come across some good luck. Text me if you really want to know what's what. When they leave this. See, this is what happens when you don't do a review every single day. Then he says, I'm still alive.
I was beginning to wonder.
Well, he's
Been going through some shit.
yeah.
I mean, lack of a better term.
Did I ever tell you the full story?
No, I've only heard just he's going through some shit, and, well, we gotta respect that, especially on camera.
Well, none of us ever respect each other that far.
Well, you know, $20 is $20.
Greatest economy ever. It's 40. Did you see this shit today? I don't want to go into politics, really. I'd rather just have a good time, wrap this up, and so Biden signed an executive order to stop illegals from just wandering into America after 2,500 of them in that particular day have come through.
Fake news. Fake news.
So-
Fake news.
So it's like, let them all in, and now at this point we gotta say, whoa, stop. Yeah, start sticking them on the ceiling of the camper and see how that shit goes over with the wife.
I know, right?
I know we stuck one on the water heater, and she's like, yeah, let's not do that anymore. that was all she said. Sometimes the less is definitely more when it comes out of Christine's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Well, you know, I don't know how long we'll be keeping this camper, but probably for the next 5-10 years, maybe. Then it can go away.
Well, how much do you use it?
Quite a bit. But the thing is for just me and her, once the kids are grown, it's a little big.
Well, sometimes big is nice.
Especially when you look out the back window and see the Mississippi.
As long as I don't wake up in the Mississippi.
Well, I don't think the camper will fit between the house and the fence.
If it did, it didn't.
The
It's
four-wheeler doesn't
not
fit.
going well for me.
The four-wheeler doesn't fit between the house and the fence.
Redneck Ramblin' says, greetings, Captain.
Seeing how we have all the stabilizers down and everything else, I don't think it's going anywhere.
If it does, it's already going bad. He's having a Zing Zang Bloody Mary a day ago. Did you say you still had Zing Zang in there?
Yeah, I told you this was... %, pre-mixed. Don't even have to add nothing. Pour and drink.
Did you say you didn't like it?
Yeah, I didn't really care for it. It's the blazing one.
I think I think I had the little cans.
I think you had the cans, but that's like the big pre-mixed bottle. And I know sometimes when stuff comes out of a bottle versus cans, it can be a completely different fucking flavor. And that's the pre-mix, like not the, you know, what the fuck ever.
Hey. Happy birthday, David.
Happy birthday
Would
to you.
you like to blow out the candle?
Sure he would. Love to blow.
Hey, maybe I can have a zing zang for breakfast tomorrow morning.
Whatever floats your boat. I honestly don't give a shit.
12 hours later, Jolson gets home, and I'm smoking American Spirit Blacks. I got a little fire pit going in his driveway, and not a fucking thing has gotten done.
There's a fire pit around back.
Well, I'm hoping that the weather doesn't suck dick tomorrow,
Supposedly this is the last of the rain we're supposed to get all week.
because I want to take the door off the house and move it to the
Other side.
back.
Yep.
Which I'm already not happy. I'm already afraid for how this is gonna go, because that metalwork
Uh-huh.
is identical to the front. It's all under your siding.
Well,
Normally, I bend it so that it tucks into the J channel. And goes and then does that.
mm-hmm.
They did that, but they added a whole piece, and they actually nailed all your metal wrapping before they sided the house. So and then once I got the threshold out and realized a rabid beaver carved the thing, and I went to go try to put the door in, and the first thing I noticed is there is this much of a gap at the top, and your door already wouldn't open, and it would hit the subfloor. And we haven't put his new floor in or a rug at the back door.
Yeah, that might be an issue.
So
Seeing how the rug that goes in that room is, hanging over the rear railing for the moment, just to get it the fuck out of the way.
So I took apart the old door, used the threshold as my sub piece so that I could put the new door in on top of that one, but I had to cut it back because I wanted your new flooring to go up to it. Otherwise, I would have.
And that's one of the good things about having the new flooring sitting right there. You can kind of judge about what you gotta do.
Well,
roughly.
I just knew that the flooring, the subfloor that we put in,
Mm-hmm.
needed to go all the way to that door, and it would have been a step that would have been in the way, or I would have been there with the multi-tool, and I would have had to cut it this way and then cut it this way and take out I actually had a moment of, don't just put this in here. Think about the poor bastard that might have to put this flooring in, because I might be that poor bastard.
I thought you were that poor bastard.
I probably am that poor bastard.
But it's the, click stuff, so it's not horrible. Got two of my ex-girlfriends in one picture. Oh.
So today I got a door out, a brand new door in, reused the screen door, which he may or may not be able to live with, and it might have to be replaced for the right swing. It's
usable, but it's the one that we already had. So it's okay, it's better than nothing. But you open it and it swings that way, but then the inner door is, so it's kind of so you're going into the hinge.
Is the one on the back of the house the same?
Exact same.
Oh.
I already walked around and looked. That was the first thing I did when I got home.
And then I rocked the ceiling.
Yeah, I seen that.
I had my Polish assistant.
Oh yeah?
Your wife offered to help put the second piece up, and I'm like, just go get your van. I got this. Jolson's helping me.
What did you do? Grab the ladder?
No, I cut this much off of an 8-footer, and then put a 4-foot chunk on it, and I just leaned it up against the wall.
Oh, yeah.
And I set the piece on it, and then I moved the stool over with my gun hanging on my side, and I pushed it up and tucked it in next to this was the one that had the hole in it for the light. Pushed it against the light, and then I did like 6 over my head, and then I went down to the other end and pulled it all the way tight. It worked great. I mean,
because I think when I put that stuff that was already there on the ceiling, I used the yellow ladder that's out there because it's taller than the fucking. And
yeah, I thought about that because even if it was at an angle, I could have still left like a 3/4 inch gap because it doesn't have to be pinned tight as long as I can.
Yeah.
But
And I thought about renting the fucking drywall lift, but for doing 2 fucking pieces, it's like.
I mean, if it was just you were driving down to a brother-in-law's house or whatever, and then you could just use it for free, but to spend $47 or whatever for
It's like $40 for the day.
We're done.
Well, that's like I fucking went and rented the electric jackhammer to get that last bit of fucking bullshit out of the floor in the basement, and I used it for like 15-20 minutes and then took it back.
Still had to pay for 4 hours.
Still have to pay for a half day. It's like the same price no matter what for a half day, and then it costs more for a whole day. But it's like, well, you want me down there with the fucking chisel and the 4-pound sludge going to get this shit the fuck out of the way so that Eric can go down there and throw some studs in and drywall.
This is good.
Just like, I don't know, I only got 2x6s for doing the stud or doing the floor, whatever, between the fucking upstairs and downstairs where that hole is. And
I didn't even look at your hole today.
And it's 2x8 is what's in there for floor joists, best I can figure.
See, you know what? You have absolutely so much fucking stuff that's going on. I can't look at everything. It's like I need to look at this. I need to look at 2 things. If the weather stops me from doing this, like this morning, I was just gonna jump on fixing that last vinyl patch.
Yep.
And the little voice said, "Probably don't have enough time." And I'm like, "But it's sunny out." "No, you probably don't have enough time. Just fucking work on the mudroom." Okay. So I literally turned around and it went from a sunny day to it started raining within 45 minutes of that. And at one point in time, I took a video of it, but I looked at the video and I'm like, it doesn't even look like it's fucking raining. But coming off of your garage, it was like a wall of water, and I was like,
yeah, we have gutters.
and you got gutters. That's the look I have when I poop.
Oh yeah.
Okay, redneck. Maybe you could use.
You are fake news. Okay, you fake news.
Maybe you could use AI to scan the folder for mommy parts. Just share the folder to the internet. Somebody will find the offending pics. Yeah, that's what I could do. 14,000 images.
This won't end badly.
And then Redneck says mezcal can be made anywhere. Tequila can only be made in the District of Mexico. Mezcal can also be made with something besides blue guava. There will sometimes be a raw chicken hung inside the still to flavor the liquor. What? Mine. She's the girl that also dresses up as the Scooby-Doo.
Velma. If you quit talking about the girls, we could have been done by now.
Fake news.
It's probably true. Smile Money, 120-year-old. What? 120-year-old facility, but I do not want it is, but not tequila. Eric needs to try it. Try what, Matt?
That's the other thing we gotta do someday.
Golf?
Sure.
I'd rather, yeah, okay. You can throw out golf balls and shoot it with your canned 22.
Or we can shoot it with the canned 45. Or the canned...
You have not shot that gun?
No, I have not shot that gun.
You have been waiting to can Mr. Holster's gun.
Yes. I went and bought a barrel for it and waited for the can, which showed up yesterday. And I screwed the can on, and didn't even slap a magazine in it and stuck it back in the safe.
Nice.
Figure out it'd be one of those things where we can go do it together or something.
You know what? That's the other thing I should have thought about. I should have brought Scott's gun also. But I can officially say there's only one emotionally attached gun that I have not shot. I have not shot Ed's 4006 that Jules went back and said, is there anything still here of my husband's on consignment? And she bought that back and then gave it to me. I have not shot that. But I did shoot Scott's SIG 1911, and it's like, God damn, this thing is so nice.
Well, it's like I got Scott's SIG P220 45, and then I ordered the can. I was gonna, kind of make it somewhat special, being that first time the can would be in shot, and it's Scott's. Well, I mean, it's not like the gun's on fire. It's a German 220.
Lord knows what it's done.
Yeah, but it will be the first time I've shot it. And I just thought it'd be fun to be able to share that experience with someone like you, who also, has fond memories of Scott.
You could go up and break into the property and go shoot on the range.
You won't have to. The gate's open. The last couple times I've drove down the road, the gate's been open. That's just it. With my job, I drive past there about once or twice a month. Like, literally down that dirt road.
So, did someone purchase it and they
Yes.
just they're just not
They're
there?
using the field. They have no intentions of using... The field's being worked. But the homestead it looks abandoned. The signs are all still there, everything's still there, but it is what it is. I don't know if that's public consumption, but it is what it is today now.
See, when he says tequila is one type of mezcal, but mezcal is not tequila. Both are made from a guava plant. Mezcal is 100% from the plant, but tequila it has to be 51%. That clears things up. No, I actually still have a headache.
Oh, I mean, I would like to go and talk to the current owners and see if it was okay for us to go there and maybe acquire some of the signage or something off of some of the buildings, because all the signs are still on the buildings.
Wonder inside is the bar there?
I don't know what's there and what's not.
I
drive by on the road, that's all I've done.
What did she do with the
Everything.
Trains? The
Well,
bar?
trains were his dad's, and I don't know if when you were there last, but when I was there, was that February? I want to say. It was about 2 weeks before he passed. I was there last, and he was up to 4x8 sheets. And they were completely covered.
Oh, even she was standing there. She goes, just looking to see what's new. Every time I'm in here, there's something new. Every time he goes to town, he buys something for the trains.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of that stuff was stuff he was making from shit he was picking up around the farm. Like rocks and things, and then he would paint them and ship them and set them there to look, different ways. And that's the thing. He was planning on doing an update video on, because the last time he did a video on the trains, he only had 2 boards.
Oh, I was gonna say.
And it was up to 8 boards.
I believe there was 8. Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was 8 sheets of plywood when I was there.
I approve of this message.
In early, I want to say it was early February. It's about 2 weeks before he passed. And he did not seem like normal Scott when I was there the last time. It is almost like he knew.
Well,
I mean,
when me and Christine left,
which was January?
I think so.
Yeah.
He was like, this is goodbye.
Yeah.
He goes, this is goodbye. I think he said it, I don't know how many times, and it's like,
well, he had talked about it, like, even, several months prior. Like, they're just keeping me alive till I can pay my premiums up, and
well, he's pissed about that. Everything resets the beginning of the year, and then everything, all the co-pays, all that bullshit.
Yep.
He goes, I just feel like I'm being kept alive long enough so that it can all reset, so they can get more money out of me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, unfortunately, he was right. He usually was.
Pretty much always right.
Yeah.
And even when he wasn't right, he was right.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even want to read this asshole's comment.
I can't see what the... Let me guess.
I'll read the sub-comment. You take the cowbells and I'll take the more tatas.
Look what I found! And you have multiple cowbells there at the house. I've seen them before. You got like 8 of them fuckers. So even if you did leave the one, you got like 8 more down there.
Smile when he says Argentina, communist. You mean Venezuela? Sure. There can be like fucking
They're South American, aren't they all the same?
There can be like 500 communist places in the world, and I always say something that's really not. That's because, unlike liberals, I don't want to be communist. I want to be pro-America. And anytime you hear someone speak about how evil Trump is, you know that they're either A complete fucking cunt retard, or they've been so manipulated they haven't been able to think for themselves. Because at this point in time, if you support a fucking thing Biden does, you are a complete brainwashed loser. I mean, and the funny thing is when people say, "Oh, I just listened to a talk show out of Minnesota," and he's like, "Jesus Christ, of all the people in the United States of America, these are the 2 best choices that we have running against each other." It's like, even you sound like a fucking moron right now.
Well, I mean, I have to agree to a certain extent. I mean, literally, out of everyone in America, this is the best we have to offer. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm not a fan of Biden, but I'm not Trump's biggest fan either. So, I've made that very clear.
Well,
the fact that he's been recorded multiple times saying take the guns first, ask questions later, and he did sign an executive order to get rid of the bump stocks. Like, he has his own. I have my own issues with him, but overall, he did do a good job with the economy, on multiple other things, with international diplomacy. Like, there's so many things he did do a good job with, but there's other things where I feel like there was much room for improvement.
See, the thing is, though, is it lousy assistance is it the people that are around them that are idiots? I mean, who do we know politically that is actually Second Amendment strong? I don't
Brandon
really.
Herrera.
Yeah. Well, Brandon would be. Brandon would probably make a fucking great president.
Well, I'm just saying, like, someone, not even him, someone who's pro-constitutionalist, what our country is about, and just wants to do a good job. Like, as goofy as it sounds, someone similar to Jimmy Carter, who literally got into the position because he truly wanted to do, although his idea of how to make America was better, is a little fucked up, but, to say the least. But either way, his heart was in the right place. He truly wanted to make, things better for the common guy.
Well, it's just like when I say, I wish Bill Clinton, I wish the entire Clinton family died in exactly the same way all their friends did. It's like Hillary wanted to kill herself so badly that she was actually able to get 2 shots off on a revolver.
Or the one that shot himself 3 times in the back of the head with a shotgun. Pump shotgun at.
Yeah, he really wanted to go.
He just fucking committed suicide 3 times
I mean,
the head with a pump shotgun,
If Obama was gonna be hung till dead in a tree, I'd pay per view the fuck out of that. I'd love to see that happen. But right in there with him, take both of the fucking Bushes.
Well,
some of the biggest liberties that we have lost was under
Patriot Act.
Under W. Fuck that piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, that's just like, to me, I guarantee you, if every last one of our politicians were investigated and audited, the fact that you went into office and you're making 125 or 150, whatever they make a year, but somehow their net worth went up $5 million a year. Nothing fishy going on here.
Nothing to see.
But yet, if I were to say I only made $150,000 a year from my salary position, but my net worth went up $5 million in a year, how quickly do you think the IRS, with all their AK-47s and AR-15s, would be kicking in my door?
Fucking helicopter would already be landing in your front yard.
Through the trees.
Din says, take a sip if the beer's good. Yeah, but if I do that, I'm not going to have any more beer.
We got other stuff. You got your whiskey wherever the fuck you stuck it.
It's behind you. You gonna switch to whiskey?
Oh, you put it back in the fucking cardboard.
Problem is, do you have anything in there that's good that has not been reviewed? I mean, I don't care. We could do a Matt. Matt shows up with like 3 things, and by the time the review is over, we've like reviewed all.
I mean, we got blue, we got regular. If you're just looking for shit to drink on.
Still good beer.
And that's just regular fucking grain belt stuff.
Mexican lager? Just kidding.
And you want 'em.
Okay, so, yeah. Evidently, then, it was good. It's now gone. Both of them.
Yep.
This brew review is sponsored by Jolson and the Traveling Williberries.
Listen, you're being rude. You're fake news. You're fake news. Stop being rude. You're fake news.
There's plenty more of that in the drawer. If you're wrong though.
This?
Yeah. It's usually what I drink the most though. It's just regular old grain belt.
Grain Belt. There's nothing wrong with Grain Belt. I like Grain Belt.
I mean, to me, it's just a regular, ain't no frills beer. Like, no fucking Caitlin, whatever the fuck, spokesperson. Some sort of.
Want to do some gardening? Merca.
Fuck yeah!
Okay. Mike says cheers. Cheers, Mike. Smart Money says, Eric, you said something like, no, Chuck, YouTube buried your videos because you said Trump won and arm tickets. Why do we have to
That is such fake
Yeah,
news.
fuck that. Smart Money. Doing a video in a camper at Jolson's is not the great outdoors.
The great outdoors are right out there.
Or right there. Huh. 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 More like when Cousin Eddie was dumping the shitter in the storm sewer from Clark's driveway. Christmas vacation, laugh out loud.
It's an RV, Clark!
Huh. See, I'm just amazed at how I've only seen a couple of girls from the original, like 6,000 from the other day.
You fake news.
Din says it's closer to camping than using a Motel 6 at least. Yeah, there isn't an outline from the murder that took place in the carpeting.
No.
The murder hotel that several of you guys experienced. Oh my. Now, if you were those slippers, get to look straight up into the pleasure zone.
She doesn't even look real. Looks fake. AI generated.
Maybe she runs on batteries.
She looks AI generated.
It's fine when he says Clinton, as in Bill, was impeached, but since he didn't know what the definition of is was, he got off.
Oh,
Spank that ass.
there's some assets.
Subcomment Cheapo Gun Guy says, but of course, is means is, unless it means is, isn't it? And Spy Money says back to him, and BJ is not sex. Hillary bought that one as well.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Monica Lewinsky. Guess it depends on your definition of
Blowjob?
sexual relations.
Oh. Spy Money. States should pass laws that they will not grant extradition of Trump to New York or Georgia.
But then again,
That's kind of tasty. Premium. Not
American lager.
that shit that John Solar drinks. Well, he doesn't actually drink anymore, so he really can't comment on it. Rich says it's always a good idea to clear all the OBD2 fault codes after changing things to fix them. Yeah. I need to talk to Sam and see if she can bring the computer down and see if it's even possible to wipe that. I mean, technically, it's not a.
Is it an active fault or is it just stored in the computer?
Don't call it a computer. I'll get a fucking email tonight. It's that black box thing with all the wires running to it.
Computer.
No, NIHAP sent me a video, and this actually might be the first time he's hearing about this because I didn't do a video the other day. I took the lights completely out of the rear of the truck, then disassembled to get to the three bulbs.
Mm-hmm.
There was zero dirt, there was no corrosion, there was no burning, there was no nothing. I sprayed contact cleaner, I let it dry, I covered everything in dielectric grease, reassembled it. I found one broken wire. A terminal broke that the previous owner, when they spliced in for the power brakes, all the trailer hitch stuff,
Mm-hmm.
there was a positive line that was off. that would not be part of that code because it was just spliced in to go into a plug. So
Listen, you fake
maybe
news. You fake news.
that's what I told myself as I was fixing the connection, soldering, retaping, putting everything back together, cleaned all of the shit, stuck everything back together, turned the key, lamp out, and once again, just to see what the fuck, it's like, Mike, do me a favor. I am going to right turn signal. He honks his horn. Left turn signal. Brake lights, both sides. Third light up in the
Third brake light.
the third brake light. Oh, no, I think I checked that because there's a third brake light on the cab of the truck, but I have a topper on, and there's a third brake light in it. But no, I know that the one works because when you step on the brakes at night, it lights up that between the topper and her titties.
There's 2 bulbs there. Are both working?
I don't know. And if they're not, fuck that. I'd have to take the goddamn topper off the truck to change
That's
them.
like fucking 4 bolts.
To take the topper off?
Yeah.
Well, clamps, but let's
4
not,
clamps and then you...
let's not get pissy about it.
And then you fucking slide the fucker backwards. Fucking...
I don't know. I don't know if they're all on or not. I almost drove the truck down here. It gets 20 miles per gallon on the freeway. And I don't know what the fuck the difference is. When I came down here last week, I came down here, I drove home, and I drove around all week long in the car before the fuel light came on yesterday. I filled it, and I drove down here, and I've already used a half a tank. I'm at like 23 miles per gallon. And when I got home last time, I was at 25.6. So, was there a fucking north wind that I was driving into all day long this morning, or what the fuck?
Yes. There was an anti-black wind flowing because it's the anniversary of when some fucking retard overdosed. But on better news, it's also the anniversary of the St. Marvin Heemeyer.
Hello.
Hello.
You're in the middle of the brew review. Say hi to Jolson.
Hi, Dawson.
Hi, Jolson.
No, you're Jolson.
Oh, that's right.
How long are you gonna be up? I can call you back.
I'm not going to be. I'm dog butt tired and I'm just going to bed right now.
Did you talk to the child?
Yes, child said that she... I don't know if you want to be... Did you pause the brew review?
In 3, 2... Hey, thanks for fingering my button. It's... up
I
in
know
that
it's on
corner.
that corner.
It's in the upper... Yeah, right there. Okay, Matt Davis says maybe the 4-wheel light is out.
Did you check the bulb?
Actually, I do not have a light in the dash when I put it in 4-wheel drive, and I never have. That's burnt out.
Is it a diode or is it a bulb?
I think it's a bulb.
Well, that would be easy enough to replace.
But
You gotta pull the whole fucking dash cluster out to replace it. But
that and sometimes 90% of the time I never know which gear I'm in because that goes out. That's back again, but it's been out since putting the new non-computer in.
see, mine,
Yours is,
I don't have to worry about that.
yeah, yours is like mechanical.
Yeah, both of them are.
Yeah, but at least I tried it just to see if maybe mine and yours were alike, because his speedometer doesn't work until you punch the dashboard. Then the speedometer works.
Only on the black truck. The green truck, it works all the time. The green truck's way faster, by the way.
It is?
Yeah. That one's stock. The dually 1 ton is stock. The green truck, well, there's upgraded injectors, turbo, programmer. You hit the throttle and fucking black smoke comes out.
I've never driven the green truck. And,
even with all the upgrades, the horsepower is probably about the same as what your truck is. It's like probably around 300 horse, give or take to the wheels, if I had to guess.
Mine's more than stock because of the Banks programmer.
Yeah.
I mean, if you switch it to 1, which is stock, and floor it, like say you're going 55 miles an hour, and you floor it, it does okay. I mean, it's still impressive. But when you put that fucking Banks tuner in 6, I've actually had little like Fast and Furious cars coming up on me, and it doesn't spin the tires, but it gets like
well, see,
like,
that's the thing
shit.
is your truck is what, an 04?
Yeah.
So yours is a 3rd gen. Mine, both of them are 2nd gens. So mine have no driver aids whatsoever. So in some ways that's good. In other ways that's bad. Like when you're in the middle of a fucking snowstorm and the light turns green and you barely touch the throttle and both back tires are just fucking digging and you're not going anywhere and the front wheel drive fucking little Honda Civic's just walking away from you at the light because you got so much power but you can't put it to the fucking ground. And you refuse to put it in a 4-wheel drive because you just won't. Because it's way more fun in 2-wheel drive.
Well, that and I got lazy, and I have 900 pounds of sand, and I never put it into the truck this winter. I mean, we fucking had summer all winter long. We had 2 snowstorms. The one that people plowed, and the one that they said,
it'll melt.
It's just gonna melt.
Yeah. Like, I, never put, even though I have 4-wheel drive, I never put my truck in 4-wheel drive until I get in a fucking problem. Then I put it in 4-wheel drive to get myself out of the problem I got myself into.
I have to use 4-wheel drive because it's impossible to plow without it.
When you're plowing, I get it. But, like, for me, if I put my truck in 4-wheel drive, like, I feel like I have so much traction that it's just easy to outdrive the traction.
How much snow do you get down here?
Same amount as you, asshole. We're only fucking 2 hours apart.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And it's 2 hours in this direction.
Actually, Minneapolis got more snow than Duluth did this year. So.
Yeah. And it's 2 hours in this direction,
you should put the Boss V plow on the 1 ton.
You know, at work they're selling a fucking 2nd gen with a fucking V plow on it.
Really?
With the V10.
Oh, the gasser. We looked at one, and it was.
Or maybe it's the 5.9. I can't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, we looked at
Either
the
way, it's a
V10.
gasser.
Jack wanted it, and Rick said no. It's gonna get terrible gas mileage. Whatever. It's not my gas. Matt Davis says, "Happy birthday, Matt."
I'm talking about those V10s. They actually got more power than the Cummins do stock. More horsepower, more torque.
Yeah, but they're not as much fun as a diesel.
They're quicker.
There's just something about the sound.
The Viper has a V10. That's a pretty nice sound.
Actually, Mike's son-in-law has the V10 in the pickup truck, the sporty version.
The actual Viper, the SRT10.
Yes.
Yeah, they got one for sale right up in Brainerd.
Jesus Christ, the fucking thing is so goddamn loud, and it's almost like nothing to do with the exhaust. It's just that's a noisy goddamn engine.
Yeah. And the sad part is most of the trucks with the SRT10 with the actual Viper engine in it are becoming pretty rare because most of them have been totaled out backwards into the fucking pucker brush.
I can see it. Tom says Michelob Matt in the house. Mr. 27 says 31st. Then he says yummy intro babe. Then he says hi brew Matt. Sharky says cheers all. Estefane as the intro babe. Hey Matt, didn't shoot that, or did I? Here we go. I don't remember what I had up.
I think he had the blackout. Oh. Or is that the video before
the 300?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember. It's been like 2 days now. Sharky says Golf 7. Sharky, but what about her? G7.
Turn the board where they can see it.
G7 is a miss. Oh jeez.
Oh jeez.
Oh jeez. On the Christine board. And then Sharky says SH. Grill on guys. Classic outro unicorn. That is a nice pool. I'd like to plunge into it.
That's a Florida.
And the last comment, 12 hours ago, and only one from McLean? What is wrong with him? Matt is impressing me with his legal knowledge. Statutory limitations in kangaroo court. Come on! Like, we're ever gonna get 12 kangaroos to agree on anything.
Come on, you are fake news. Okay, you're fake news.
Hey, it's been so long ago, I don't remember how they even taste. What? Radical driving in your neighborhood? Was that the guy with the Nissan?
That would be my guess. The one with the, whatever it is, 390Z, whatever, the new Z.
The new Z. Where do I put this on the E scale?
Well, it is technically a sour ale. So it would go on the E scale, not the ale, not the
special scale.
Not the special scale.
I don't know. It was drinkable.
It was okay.
I'd say 7.5.
I was gonna go with 4.5, just like the percentage of alcohol it is.
Oh, I should have taken into account that. I'll stick with that. Like, who fucking cares?
Oh, fucking cares.
Going to the club. Must be past everybody's fucking bedtime. There's only 2 people here. One of them's here.
Chelsea's here.
Rich says, cheers, clubbers. And shockingly, Jolson says the 200 Sunny Slopes Club needs more cowbell. Open new reading mode. Reading mode isn't available on this page. Oh, well, isn't that?
Oh, there we go.
Isn't that convenient?
That's one good way to end.
Yes. Is light green? Light's green. Trap's clean. Okay, cheers, fuckers.
Bye for